Middle Out doesn't restrict itself to H.264's two-dimensional grid or time-bound patterns at all.
This is great. Great.
You know, they usually don't bring us to these things, and I think I know why. It's because we steal the show.
There's been so many life imitates art moments in the show.
Wait, are we the actors or are we the characters?
You want to know where the nerds are, or you want to know where the actors are?
We're not in character, we're actors.
One of the things that surprised me the most was the degree of accuracy and authenticity Mike and Alec were after.
Whether it was a 2-inch posted or the choice of a programming language, none of these things were accidents.
So we are in character.
No.
I'm so confused.
We did a lot of work actually for the whiteboard. The figures that you're seeing on there are not random at all.
We did kind of go to great lengths because I know that people are going to pause it and say, oh, they did it wrong.
An enormous amount of the equipment that we use on the show is actually real stuff. Turned out rather than building fake versions of things, it was just easier to get real servers.
So we decided to actually go to all of the places where you would shop for old computer equipment.
So we had Jonathan Doughton trying to get deals on servers, and he's like, oh, this guy, they have an old Bitcoin mining rig that we can get for this amount, and so we're writing lines about a guy getting a Bitcoin rig at a very low price while our consultant is buying a Bitcoin rig for the show at a very low price.
If we want to turn the show into a fairly outdated Bitcoin mining operation, we have all the equipment for that in the other room.
Someone's compression will save the world from Datageddon, and it sure as hell better be Nucleus, and not goddamn Pied Piper!
It wasn't simply about fixing dialogue and making a technical backbone. I was asked to come up with a revolutionary compression algorithm that took inspiration from the phrase middle out.
This is a paradigm that actually could shape the future of how compression works. So we had a team of top engineers and scientists at Stanford.
They essentially came together and formulated pitches about where they thought compression's next breakthrough was going to happen.
Now, part of this became the most complicated dick joke ever told.
We're gonna win even if I have to go into the auditorium and personally jerk off every guy in the audience.
That's a lot of jerking.
I spent about 2 days working through all sorts of equations, writing up figures, and writing it into a technically accurate paper that eventually became D2F.
Dick to floor. Call that D2F.
D2F is a model for persuading a large audience to be on the side of a presenter using certain physically persuasive techniques. And we found that, indeed, a tip-to-tip approach can be optimal.
No one's asked me about my D2F. Please don't.
If you care, you can read a 12-page paper that can tell you the ins and outs of how that works. But on a more serious level, there was this question as to could we actually find a way to compress all of human knowledge in a sufficient way.
It's a fun challenge to try to get it right.
The next breakthrough that we hope to get with compression, it could very well be from middle out.